Gary Keller, I've read most of his books. So this one I really like. When the market shifts, you don't necessarily have to put in more time in a day, but you do have to shift and spend your time, more time on lead generation. Otherwise, you might get caught out. Now, what's really cool about that, I know some agents are like, oh my gosh, as long as I don't have to pick up the phone, right? Who thinks the phone has monkeypox? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But who would like to get more lead gen done in less time? Yeah, like Gary's talking about. Cool. So that's what we're gonna hit today. But I'm working with some of the top agents, all over the country, including with Keller Williams market centers, even like Keller Williams teams. Can I share the biggest thing that I think is holding agents back? And if you get it out of the way, save you a ton of time. Is that cool? Awesome. So pretend this right here is roughly the area of Braintree. What I found is that, like, let's say we pull a list of off-market properties and there's like 1,000. When we use this program called Remine, it has different things that we can select here as far as the likelihood somebody will sell. So there's a low likelihood, which means they bought it like 2 weeks ago. They're not flipping, right? They're not going to sell. There's medium, which is there's really no indication that it's high or low likelihood. But there is a high sell score button, and it's 5, 10, 20 times more likely they would list. Now, who drives a Tesla or knows somebody who does? Anybody? Yeah? I'm not ready for autopilot. Are y'all? I don't know if y'all are ready for. Maybe in like a year or two, but I've seen a few wreck, right? So I'm not saying I trust algorithms 100%, but an agent asked me, Daniel, does that really work? This really can identify the most likely to sell? And I started to think about it, and I had an aha. I'm like, well, look, if it does nothing else but eliminate everybody that definitely doesn't want to sell, wouldn't that be amazing? Do you know if we pull 1,000 off-market properties and we click the high sell score button, there's going to be less than 100 on the list? First of all, I mean, that's going to save you a ton of time, right? But I feel agents, it's not that you aren't doing anything, but what if you work your butt off, but 90% of the people you're talking to have no intention of listing? Plus, I'd rather attack 100 homeowners than at that, right? You with me? Okay, cool.